Welcome to Curious Joel, a show about curiosity taking us deeper into the topics of people's passion and interesting conversation. I'm your host, Joel Circo. Today's going to be a little different. I actually recorded this over Thanksgiving with my family. We are going to be doing an Escape the Crate box. So Escape the Crate is a subscription service that you can get bi-monthly escape rooms in a box that you can do. Each one comes with two different puzzles, or two different mystery escape room things. So we actually did the first part of one that is set in the Prohibition era. But yeah, so we start off with a few of my siblings that'll introduce themselves and a couple of my nephews that'll be introduced. They had to go to bed at a certain point. But yeah, so if you want to do this specific box, you might want to skip the very end because we do go through the whole thing. We solve it. We escape the crate. But we had a lot of fun. I hope you enjoy. Tell me what you think, and I'll talk to you at the end. Right. So we are going to be playing Escape the Crate. Escape Murders in the Speakeasy. Alright, so read the following directions or listen to them below. You're going to listen to them.
On the top of each page, there'll be an audio button like the one you just clicked. These are simply a recording of all the words on the website below. It just makes it easier for everyone to know what's on the webpage or saves your eyes a little bit of stress from reading the story, but it's not required to listen to these links. They're just there as an option to help as you play. Your escape adventure awaits. Please do not move on to the next step until you have your entire set of players ready, your electronic device is charged, and you're ready to begin your adventure. Do not start counting down your time until you're told to do so. In this month's box, we have 2 mysteries in the game, each of which takes about an hour to complete. These mysteries must be played in order, and they increase in difficulty as you play. After you finish the first mystery, you can take a break and come back at another time to tackle the second one. So go ahead, select the mystery you want to play, and click the picture of that mystery below. The password to play is printed on that picture. Good luck.
Those are the instructions before the actual...
Yes, so mystery number 1, murder is the password, or mystery number 2, password is suspect. You want to start with mystery number 1?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Do it out of order and have no idea what's happening.
Okay, open the box.
Isaac, why don't you go sit
Murder.
down and read your book?
Mystery number 1, investigation notes.
Yeah, did you say your password?
Password?
Okay, I got it. Oh, hold on, close the box, put everything back, close the box. Sorry, it says close box until later in the game. Sorry.
Close the box.
This game requires a bit of setup before we can get started. Go ahead and pull out the props, papers, cards, and envelopes out of the box and place them before you on the table. Look through all the objects and papers, and then find the objects on the website below. Position everything correctly, and go to the next screen.
Okay, so
Now,
So now we can pull everything out.
and position it according to the screen.
yeah, so it should be a card game.
A what?
Card game.
Card game.
Yep, and shoes.
That stays on the table.
Shoes are in the box.
Hey,
Actually,
it says play outside.
Do we want to look at backs or leave only fronts?
Just briefly to make sure you know which side to. And I think the menu switched
There's-
here's
under
shoes.
the box until later in the game. So that
Sorry,
goes
what did you say?
Place the menu right there
This.
under the box until later in the game. All right.
There's shoes. There's the card game.
Yes, that's all it says so far.
There's
That's
a
all
door.
it says so far?
Hold on, wait. Okay. That it showed me an image, and that's what was on the image. Finally, the remaining envelopes, items, papers are the ones you will need to play this chapter. Go ahead and place them in the corner. Right by the closed box, which cover the menu. Some of the papers need to be turned certain sides.
Wait.
Okay,
Did
here we
you
go.
say closed
You
box?
Hold on.
sped read that.
I was because I wasn't. Okay. The closed out of the box with the menu underneath. The door envelope sealed and unopened. Okay. Glossy sheet G on the back of welcome letter.
Oh,
Okay. Glossy sheet A.
okay.
Glossy sheet B.
B
Glossy sheet R.
R
Mystery 1 investigation notes page turned to the mystery number 1 side.
Mystery number 1.
Suspect number 1 card.
Oh, there we go. Suspect number 1.
Uh-huh. Card C.
card C.
Card C.
I don't see a card C.
What about a card D?
On flip these.
They wouldn't be the back side
Nope,
because
that's
those are
you.
the side that they're supposed to be at.
That's
E.
That's X.
Oh, there's
Z.
C and D. They're on the back side of these.
Oh, okay, cool. Queen of Spades playing card.
There it is.
Goldie's Brew bottle opener.
Yes.
Shot glass.
Yep.
Blind hog coaster.
Coaster.
Okay. Cool. Can you flip the bottle cup over? Is the bottle opener over really quick? Okay, I was just making sure because this one's red, so I wasn't sure if it was a different thing or if it was specific side.
Ours is green.
Okay. So now that we've got the table set up,
Yep.
because we're recording this, we can go around really quickly and introduce so people know names with faces, voices. Ben.
I'm Ben.
I'm Paul.
I'm Joshua.
I'm Isaac.
I'm Joel.
I'm Rose.
I'm John.
Ben.
And Beth. Beth.
Beth.
Okay.
I have it as magic right here.
I forgot to let people know that we were starting the thing.
Plus an additional
Good morning.
card that is just magic and ability or bonus. Triggers. The only two players who control the card. Both someone has to use their home
Carrie
card.
and Merwin.
Yeah.
They do, they receive
Oh.
benefit. A player may not repeat a code or something.
Add a different dynamic.
So if you play
Potentially.
this and I decide that I might do it by myself, I can
Okay.
name and director.
Password is murder. Okay. Alright, what's next? Listen.
Now that you have all the items in front of you, and have agreed to not flip any of these pages over until the game tells you to, it's time to learn the rules for how this game works. If you've already played one of our games, go ahead and simply head down to the objective box below. If this is your first time playing this great game, we have a video to help teach you the basics of how our website and game elements fit together. Some of the images, papers, and props shown in the video are from a variety of our adventures, so don't panic if things look slightly different from the video from the pages you have in front of you.
Okay. So
I'm panicking.
Welcome to Escape to Fate. Let's learn how to play the game with this quick introductory video. You should have all the objects laid out for today's adventure. As you solve puzzles and advance in the game, you'll be told to turn certain papers and cards over to give you new information or to advance the story. We might also tell you to open one of the envelopes, which might give you additional clues. Do not open any of these envelopes until you're instructed to, or turn over any of the cards or papers to avoid spoilers or possible confusion until the computer screen tells you to do so. As you play, you'll move through our website. You can read the text aloud to your group, or if you'd rather have the website read it for you, you can click in the audio link. You do not need to use the audio. It's just there as an additional tool to help. The information in each page of the website is very important for the story and the puzzles, so make sure you read it over. Sometimes images or videos on the screen are needed to help complete a puzzle. After you finish reading the website, look at the objects on the table before you to solve the puzzles and crack the codes. Everything in the game has a use, but it may not be until later in the game, so if you can't figure out why a picture or an object is there, You will find its use a bit later. The box itself is important as well, and the artwork inside will be needed throughout the game, so make sure that's in view too. Depending upon the game, you may need to cut items out, fold them, or even destroy them. If you make a mistake, no problem. On each page is a link asking if you're missing a page or need to reprint it. Click this link, find the replacement copy you need, and you can print it out and be back on your way. When you think you've solved the puzzle, check out the objective box on the website. The objective is a link to another page in the game, and it's password protected. See if the code you found from the puzzle matches what the objective is asking for. If you found a 3-digit code, but the objective needs a 5-letter word, that means the code you found must be wrong. Keep looking and trying until you can answer your objective. When you want to try your answer, click on the link and enter the password in all lowercase letters or in number format. If you're right, you'll be able to continue with the game. If you're wrong, just click the back button, relook at the clues, and try again. If you're stuck, for whatever reason, there is a hint system built in place. Simply check out the hints at the bottom of the screen, and we'll give you a gentle nudge in the right direction. The hints start out very broad and general, but get more specific as you go through the hints. The solution to each puzzle is also provided. There you have it. Those are the basic rules for Escape the Crate. Now, go to the objective box below and enter the password to try a trial puzzle. Then, you can start the clock and begin the game. Good luck.
Do we have to do the trial puzzle?
I think we're pretty well versed on how things
Escape
like that
the
work.
crate works.
Yes. All right. Oh, hold on.
You have to.
Yeah, that's the objective for this one.
Woo!
All right.
What? Demo puzzle.
Wait, it says enter the numbers in lowercase letters.
What?
Which one?
Enter the numbers and lowercase letters from what?
Let me go back really quick and see if I'm missing something.
Sounds like you're missing something.
Yeah, are we supposed to leave this closed?
Yeah,
That's what it
for
said until
now.
later in the game.
Just one more bolt over here. Can you get
Just
it?
checking to see if there's a code on the outside of the box for the
Oh.
demo puzzle.
I don't like how they put the password right here on the objective trial puzzle is murder.
Again.
Oh,
This one is the one. You may use the
I don't understand why they have to do that when I've already entered it 3 times. Just in case you're not sure. Alright, great, let's move on.
Yay.
Was that it?
That was the
No.
puzzle?
We're just
You work for a time-traveling organization called Emit, or Time Backwards, as you go back in time. You've been dispatched to events throughout the ages, fixing inconsistencies and getting the timeline back to normal, from the dark alleys of Whitechapel to the decks of a pirate ship. Your latest mission, however, is a bit different. You've been alerted there was a murder back in 1928 in a speakeasy known as the Blind Hog. Normally, you don't go around worrying about a murder that was close to a century ago. However, this one's a bit different. The victim, Arthur Goldie Nichols, was a close friend and business associate of your arch-enemy, Mr. X. If he was murdered, then perhaps it relates to the shadowy figure who's been messing up time and has been causing such a headache. The boss has sent you back to investigate the crime scene. There were 6 suspects around the speakeasy at the time of the murder. One of them must have been behind the crime. It's up to you to interview the suspects and to figure out who done it before the police arrive at the scene later in the evening. You don't want to be caught in an illegal establishment when they get there. We jumped ahead in time and stole the police report for the crime, which the police were unable to solve. We've given that to you now. Look it over and see what it is that we know before the investigation. The boss has left you a message with the file, which is listed below. Time for a trial puzzle.
The note says, Goldie always keeps his secrets close to his heart. Read the file to learn everything we know about the murder. The Clockmaker. And there's more to listen to.
Go ahead. See if you can find the 2-digit number the boss left behind.
close
When
to
you
his
think
heart.
you know what the number is, check out the objective box below. Click the link and enter the password. What you need to solve the puzzle is always listed in parentheses to let you know what it is that we want. If you're correct, you'll gain access to your mission and your game can begin. Remember that codes are always in either number format or all lowercase letters. If you can't figure it out, however, for whatever reason, there is a hint system built in place. Click on the hints at the bottom of the page if you're stumped. Hints are given out slowly with a nice nudge to point you in the right direction for the first few hints. As you continue to read the hints, They get more detail to help point you to the ultimate solution.
What?
Use these hints sparingly, however. Try to beat the challenges without using the hints, but they are there if you need them. So go ahead.
Do we need
See if you can find the secret
There are
of
4
the
hints
victim's
before the
profile.
solution.
There are 4 hints before
4
the
hints
solution.
Wow.
Wow.
Kept his password close to his heart.
And on the picture, it literally has 40 on his on his left chest. So.
Gosh, they start really broad. The instructions on the computer screen mentioning reading up on the files we have on them. The victim, Goldie. Do you have any sheets that talk about him?
Literally
Wow.
right in front of me. All
Look at
right.
the glossy sheet.
Joel. We don't need it. We don't need it.
Okay, 2-digit number.
40.
Wrong.
Ta-da! Fantastic, you just solved the first puzzle. Listen.
Fantastic. You just solved the first puzzle.
Woo!
You shuffle the files around and survey the world around you. You are in 1928. Prohibition is the law of the land. The consumption of all alcohol is illegal, and the only place people had to drink was an illegal bar known as a speakeasy. Unfortunately, these places were run by people who smuggled drinks in, and the funds went to rather unsavory people. The customers also seemed to have no desire to follow the law, so pretty much everyone is a suspect. The drinks were all overpriced, but people still went, no matter the price. Glaring down the street, you don't see the entrance to the speakeasy, which makes sense. They couldn't directly advertise where it is, or the police would shut them down. All you see is an old shop that launders clothes. Is the blind hog in there? You need to find out. You have a strange feeling that getting into the speakeasy won't be easy, and solving the crime will be even harder. A form beckons to you from the shadows, however. Check out what Clarence has to say in the video below. Set the time for today's escape, and get ready to start.
You don't say to start the timer yet. Just set it.
Hey, you. Don't shoot. I'm talking to you. The boss said, my name is Clarence. Word is that you were trying to figure out who bumped Goldie. I just got back in town. It wasn't me, but I know almost everyone around this joint. Capiche? I'll help you figure out what happened and who done it. So get your act together and let me know when you're ready to start.
That's a very quiet video.
He didn't actually tell us anything, though.
Yeah,
No.
He just said, "Let me know when you're ready."
Yeah.
and he knows everybody.
Okay. This is a list of 2 mysteries in this game. The puzzles in this first mystery are a bit easier. Okay, wait. We have already heard that. The time. The police will be arriving at the crime scene soon. You don't want to be there when they arrive. Set the time for when you expect them to arrive. Play for fun. Most of our subscribers tend to play the game without watching the clock. This is what we recommend. It isn't as stressful and allows you to take breaks. Expert/experienced escape artist set a timer for 45 minutes. Regular/casual escape artist set a timer for 60 minutes. Easy/new escape artist set a timer for 75 minutes. My brain glanced up. You can set a cell phone timer or keep track of time on a watch. If you choose to time a game, just start the clock now. Remember, when the time runs out, you must click the Time's Up button on whatever page you're on. Go ahead. Make sure you have all the items below and begin to explore the game by clicking the link below in the Objectives tab. The password is
Murder.
Of course.
Additional objects needed. You will need to grab or prepare the following on your own. Pencil, scrap paper.
Okay.
We
Done.
have that.
We are ready.
Are we going to try and time? Or just you want to do like a
We're just-
stopwatch?
Stopwatch. I'm doing stopwatch. We'll
Okay.
see how fast we solve it.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Okay. What do we
We're not coming in time. We're just seeing how fast we can do it.
Yep.
And if we can do it in the correct time.
Start.
Okay.
Start.
Suspect number 1. Listen up.
A nearby man gets your attention. He seems to match the description of one of the suspects from your list, a Mr. Jack Belanger. This might be your first chance to interview a potential suspect in the crime. Grab your notes page and gather close to the screen. There are 6 suspects who meet over the course of the game. Each one has the chance to be interviewed. You will not be able to solve the crime without gathering as much information as you can from the suspects.
Should we just write on this?
Yeah.
Yeah, somebody else gets ready.
I'm gonna.
So our 6 suspects listed. Oh, he's going to tell
You
us
have a
about
video.
all of them.
Yep.
All right.
All right, here we go. Hold on.
Your first suspect is Mr. Jack Belanga, a driver and hired gun of Mr. Nichols. Jack helps to protect the Speakeasy owner, and he did a fine job, until today, of course. Recently, he seems to have been growing distant from the boss. Perhaps you can find out why.
That was short.
Okay, he
Driver.
had the pistol and the
Driver and enforcer.
yeah.
Said he had a pistol.
Yeah, he had a pistol he tucked away, and then he pulled out the
Tommy gun.
Tommy gun.
All right, we got one more thing to listen to.
To interview the suspect, we have a list of questions below. You have only the time to ask 3 questions to each suspect, and after you're done interviewing a suspect, that suspect can't be interviewed again. So choose which questions to ask carefully. The first question of each interview is marked as rookie. If you're new to escape rooms or murder mysteries are not your thing, be sure to ask this as one of your 3 questions. If you want a more challenging game, avoid this question entirely. You can ask the suspect about what they know about the crime, or you can ask about the other suspects. Assume that all suspects are telling the truth at all times to you. The murderer is the only one who will lie to you, but he or she will only lie about their own involvement.
Okay.
They will not lie about others, and no one is covering for the murderer. Therefore, it's important to double check what suspects say about themselves with other suspects. Be aware that not all the suspects know each other very well, so asking about suspects they're not familiar with may not give you as much information as you want. Be sure to record what you find in your investigation sheet so that you have it later in the game. Think about who everyone is, what their secret was, where they were at the time of the crime, and why they would kill the victim. Go ahead and interview the first suspect now. After you get your 3 answers, go to the objective below and enter the password finished.
Okay, so in front of me, I have a set of questions. So these are going to be asked to Jack
Belanger.
Belanger.
Instead of
Belanger.
Bellinger, which is
Uh-huh.
what I thought.
So,
It's not.
so the first one is rookie. Who are you?
Wow.
Okay. After that, you have what do you know about the murder? Why are you innocent? What do you know about Mildred? What do you know about Raymond? What do you know about Lloyd? What do you know about Josephine? What do you know about Herbert?
So basically, what do you know about each of the suspects?
And then what do you know about the murder? And what do you know? Why are you innocent?
Okay. So the 2, according to the
Known
suspect
connections.
Jack would know about Raymond and know about Josephine.
Uh-huh.
So I think if we ask about Raymond, Josephine, and why are you innocent,
Yeah.
Okay.
that will give
Do you want to
us.
start with why are you innocent?
Sure.
Okay. Why are you innocent?
2 levels.
Listen, Goldie, I have had our Goldie and I have had our rough patches, especially recently. But I wouldn't kill him. He was like a father to me. Besides, I wasn't here at the time of the murder. I swear. I just got here right before you. Ask the others. They will tell you.
Okay. Is the reason why he isn't is because he wasn't there.
He wasn't there.
But
Yep.
he's talking about him. Which means it could be wrong. They will
Yes.
tell. But the
Yeah,
mother will
he
tell
was
wrong
saying he
about
wasn't there.
Okay, so who do you want to ask about next?
Raymond.
Raymond. Good guy, Raymond. He sneaks me booze sometimes. I'm not supposed to tell you this, but Raymond has been stealing from Goldie. Raymond smuggles the alcohol in, but he always sets a case or 2 aside to sell for himself. If Goldie found out about this, that would not be good for Raymond. I doubt he did it, though. Right after the Bootleggers baseball team... Right now, the Bootleggers baseball team is playing, and Raymond likes to listen to the game in his car on his car radio. I can't imagine him leaving the game even to kill Goldie.
So Raymond Griffin delivers the alcohol and steals.
Yeah.
And wouldn't have killed because he was listening to the game in his car by himself.
Right. What did it say?
He said, I can't imagine him leaving the game even to kill Goldie.
Leaving the game.
So we just know that he typically
what happens is he's in his car listening to the radio. It doesn't say I saw him in his car.
just that's usually what he's doing.
Okay, and the last one was
Josephine.
What do you know about Josephine? She didn't do it. I swear. I would bet my life on it. See, Josie was in a relationship with Goldie, but they just ended it. Why? You really like pushing me, don't you? All right. It's because you date me now. She's not the type to kill anyone. I swear. More of a lover than a fighter. Besides, she probably on door duty at the time, asking for the password to get in.
Okay. I feel like we need to actually read this sheet out loud.
Okay.
Because it has some pertinent information.
Okay.
This is the police sheet that we were given. Victor's name, Arthur Goldie Nichols. Age 58. Height 5'11", weight 223 pounds. Cause of death, 2 gunshot wounds to victim's chest. Victim was reaching for his own weapon at the time of the attack, and he may have fired a shot at the assailant. There were only 6 suspects around the blind hog at the time of the attack, but not all of them had the means to commit the murder. Reports say that the victim was in a heated argument with the murderer shortly before the first shot was fired. Nichols reportedly called out, "That wasn't our deal. You can't take me without a fight." And we've got a picture of a bullet believed to be from the murder weapon.
All the guns have descriptions of their
Oh, you know, if you need blood, you need blood.
Okay.
You know, because the Bible
So they're absolutely certain that the murder. There are lots of people who heard the
First argument, first shot. Then Nichols said something,
you'd rather have blood.
and he's dead of 2 gunshot wounds.
Goldie Nichols. Okay, sorry. I was like, Goldie. Goldie was shot, not Nichols. Okay, yeah. Goldie Nichols.
So probably that one.
That's why I
Okay.
can get like a pint.
Alright. Okay, so the password is finished.
Finished.
I just have to enter to the next page.
You have to be over 180 pounds.
So Josephine is the former girlfriend of Arthur Goldie,
Yeah.
and now dating
Jack.
Okay. So I have outside the blind hog and listen closely.
Your first suspect interview is done. You look at your notes. Are you any closer to figuring out who the murderer is? No doubt you need to interview some other suspects. 2 more of them are outside right now. Mildred Strong and Raymond Griffin. You head toward them, but alas, neither seems interested in talking to you until you gain their trust. You don't blame them being tight-lipped. Someone was just murdered after all. Look around at the materials around you. See if you can find the codes to talk to either of them. Remember that what you need to solve their puzzles are written in parentheses.
Okay, so if we wanted to gain Mildred's trust, we need 3 letters. If we want to gain Raymond's trust, we need 5 numbers.
Raymond is a driver.
Yes.
And we do have hints for both of them.
5 numbers on the card.
That's
There's
actually
Actually
10.
Yes, there's 2 sets of 5.
Oh,
But
that's
for
the license plate.
Mildred, she's got this whole poem that ends with missing letters. The missing letters are GAL. So that might be an easy one to go for.
Sure.
GAL.
GAL for Mildred.
Yep.
Yeah.
Gal.
Because Mildred's
Opposite corner, she'll be able to confirm some information about Josephine.
Okay, so GAL. Mildred Strong. Alright, listen up.
You give the completed poem to Mildred. She lights up. She compliments you in finishing it and applauds your devotion to the Temperance League. She exclaims that the drinking of all alcohol should always be illegal, and even goes as far as to say that she's happy that Goldie was murdered, as he has been providing the vile substance against the law. She passes you a receipt and tells you that it's the key to getting into the Speakeasy. Go ahead and turn over card D now, so that the suspect number 2 card shows. In addition, turn over the suspect number 1 card so that side H is showing.
I lost my armor.
No.
Does that mean it has to stay
Alright, we got a video.
We launder everything. That's the title of the card.
Okay, listen up.
Miss Mildred Strong is a very vocal member of the Women's Temperance League. She spends hours preaching about the evils of alcohol and speakeasies, yet for some reason, she has spent a lot of time lately outside of the Blind Hog. Is this a coincidence? Or is there another reason?
Oh, that was a very short video.
Yeah, they were destroying alcohol.
It was actual prohibition footage.
Oh, okay.
Barrel busting.
Okay,
Okay, so-
interview questions.
So before we get to the interview questions, what did we learn from that short video?
She doesn't like alcohol.
But she's been hanging out outside of the Blind Hog
A lot.
a
So
lot.
there's some connection, we don't know yet, why she was outside this bar.
And she's happy that Goldie's dead.
So she didn't like the guy.
Doesn't
Yeah.
mean she killed him, but definitely gives her some motive knowing that he was a dispenser of alcohol.
If she doesn't like that guy, then there must be somebody else. I'm going to pick Lloyd for no reason other than there's a line directly to
Lloyd.
him. Okay.
So, same questions.
Do we want to look at the back of the laundry thing that the receipt?
It says, we launder everything. We hang the order to knock. And shirt with short sleeves, shirt with long sleeves, upholstery or linen. Linens has too many ends in it. Daily specials, long pants or trousers, sleeveless top shirts and undergarments, short pants or knee pants. Full bar is circled of soap. Dress with buttons, dress without buttons. We remove wine stains is circled. Stockings and socks. So the words that are in all caps: hang, knock, daily specials, full bar, wine. And I feel like there was one more word that was misspelled,
Linens?
other than linens.
Oh. Okay. So, we have similar interview questions of Rookie, who are you? What do you know about the murder? Why are you innocent? What do you know about Jack, Raymond, Lloyd, Josephine, Herbert?
Start with Lloyd.
Start with Lloyd.
I think we should ask, what do you know about the murder? Because she doesn't like him, so I think that she'd have a few more details that she's willing to share about
Okay.
how this guy died.
Right. What do you know about the murder? I was standing right here on the street by the entrance to the Speakeasy. I heard 3 gunshots, 3 of them. One of them came first. About 5 seconds or so later, the other 2 came. I'm assuming that was the murder. That was the murder. My screen's cracked right there. That was when the murder was. I didn't see it happen, but if I would guess, I would say that 2 people were firing at each other. Doesn't surprise me with as evil as these people are, which they both had died.
Okay, so the first shot from the police report sounds like the assailant shooting at Nichols, and then the second shot and third shot were pretty simultaneous. Nichols firing and his assailant killing.
It's interesting that she said that she thinks both of them should actually be both evil, but she doesn't necessarily know who the second person was.
He had 2 gunshot wounds though, so
To his
both of
chest.
So were to him, not.
So he
Yeah,
shot
There was
first.
a third shot.
So
Yeah.
he shot first, and then was shot twice and killed.
Yeah.
Supposedly.
So
Okay. Reports say the victim was in a heated argument with the murderer shortly before the first shot fired. Nichols reportedly called out, "That wasn't our deal. You can't take me without a fight." So it didn't actually say a sequence of when that was called out.
And
Victim was reaching for his own weapon at the time of the attack,
so we got shot
and
first.
he may have fired a shot at the assailant.
Recovered.
So maybe
he didn't
pulled his
shoot the
gun.
first shot.
So
Shot, then
the
got shot again.
guy shot once, then they both shot at about the same time. Or
it
he-
says he was reaching, so it doesn't say that he actually shot the gun.
So it
True.
could have been
Yeah.
the third person involved.
So there could be another bullet out there.
Yeah. Well, let's not
Sorry.
overthink this.
The grassy knoll. Okay, continue.
All right. So, why are you innocent? What do you know about Jack? What do you know about Raymond? What do you know about Lloyd, Josephine, Herbert? Oh, yeah. Sorry. Yeah. Why are you innocent? And then Jack, Raymond, Lloyd, Josephine, Herbert.
Well, we can cross-reference it with Josephine, and then find out what she knows about Lloyd.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, Lloyd or Josephine?
Josephine.
All right. What do you know about Josephine? Ooh, that's a paragraph. My dearest Josephine, we are good friends. You know, as children. She became corrupted, however, by the evils of the blind hog. She was a good Christian girl, but now she dances to jazz music and gambles with cards. Oh my gosh, not jazz music.
Oh no!
She drinks the demon's drink too. At the time of the murder, I saw her. She was at the door waiting to let more paying sinners into the joint. I wish I could save her. She was courting Goldie, you know. Good for her. It appears that she left him. I don't think that made Goldie happy, but it impresses me that Josephine was able to see through his evil and get away. If you see her, please tell her to see the light, will you?
I think she just got cleared because she has an eyewitness
Yeah.
seeing her at the door
Yeah.
when the shots were fired.
Yeah.
So
So it's
we've
not-
got two people confirming that
Yeah.
she was at the door.
Okay. And then
Yep.
Lloyd?
Lloyd.
Okay, what do you know about Lloyd? That man. He's a horrible excuse for a human being. Want to know all the dirt about Lloyd? I'll tell you. He is an undercover prohibition agent.
Oh.
Okay. Men like him are appointed to uphold the law and to shut down places like the Blind Hog. When I called the police on this devil's den, they sent Lloyd in undercover to shut them down. The problem is that it's been weeks, and he goes in every day to shut them down and comes out every night drunk. I fear he's become seduced by the demon liquor. I told his superiors about his behavior, and they swore he was going to make an arrest. But he's in there now, still drinking away. Well, okay, but he's also skimming what he's smuggling.
He's
Right?
not the
No,
smuggler.
okay.
Not the smuggler.
Okay, sorry, I got confused.
So we got undercover agent who's not doing his job.
Apparently.
We're doing a really good job. Slowly, convincingly
Yeah.
undercover.
Build the
Alright.
trust. Build the trust and then take him out.
Okay. So now for Raymond,
Yes, we need 5 numbers.
and it says view near and far.
Yeah, the
So-
near.
This says view from far range, close turns, far views, far lamps, close pedals.
Okay, so
This
it's a mix.
says view
There's
near.
two sets of numbers.
Yeah.
Yes,
We know.
We know. This says view near and far as well.
So it's a mix.
For
John, it's far, close, far, far, close.
Yeah.
So far is 8.
Wait, hold on. Do you want to write the
Yeah.
numbers down so I can put them in
8,
all at the same time?
7, 5,
far
9,
close.
3.
Wait. Wait.
That's
You
it.
did something weird.
But
The
Far
last one's 6.
Far
Far
is
is
8.
Close is
Close
2.
is 2.
You wrote 7.
2.
Okay.
Okay.
I was like, wait, no, that wasn't.
Far.
Far is 5.
Hang on.
Far.
Flippy.
Far is 9.
close.
Close is 3.
Okay.
Okay, so the numbers are
8, 2, 5,
5,
9,
9,
3.
3.
Yeah, this one's easy. Right, I did it for a
Raymond
second.
Griffin.
I did it for a second. Just
Alright.
catch me.
Alright, listen up.
Tell Ben you can do it.
She
You
did.
admire the car from near and far. Raymond sees you eyeing the vehicle and approaches with a smile. He exclaims that she is a beauty and runs like a dream, but explains that he can't sell it. He needs it for work. Quite instantly, you find yourself in a conversation with Raymond. For some reason, though, he won't let you get any closer to the vehicle. He does move it slightly, revealing an alleyway beyond. You wonder if it has something to do with the entrance to the Speakeasy. Go ahead and turn over card C now, so the suspect number 3 card shows. In addition, turn over paper R so that side Q is showing.
Oh, okay.
Alright. And we have another video.
New suspect.
There he is.
Raymond Griffin, a local bootlegger who smuggles alcohol to the blind hog. Raymond is among the best at what he does. He's fast, stealthy, and careful. But recently he seems to be not bringing as many cases in. One would have to wonder why.
One would have to wonder why, huh?
So who is that was saying it?
That was
Raymond
the
Griffin,
No, but who is?
The narrator.
Okay.
the
Alright.
shadowy figure outside.
You know
Who
that
really
now is
flies.
the time to interview Raymond, just like before. You have 3 questions to ask. Again, same questions. Who are you? What do you know about the murder? Are you innocent? Why are you innocent? What about Jack? What about Mildred? What about Lloyd? What about Justin? What about Herbert?
Well, the 2 people he's close to are Jack and Herbert. And then, do we want to find out what he knows about the murder, or do we want to find out why he's innocent?
Why don't we listen to what he has to say about Jack and Herbert?
Jack. You want to start with
Yeah.
Jack? Okey-dokey. What do you know about Jack? Jack's a great guy. I've known him for a few years now. He usually listens to baseball games with me, but he didn't today. Ooh. See, Goldie has been underpaying him for a while now. Jack's sort of a hired gun, if you know if you didn't know. I supply alcohol to several speakeasy owners, and a guy across town was ready to double Goldie's salary for Jack to come work for him. For Jack to come work for him. They missed something. I convinced him, and I'm pretty sure Jack quit working for Goldie yesterday. I cannot imagine that went over well with the boss, but he should have paid him more. Now, I don't think he could have offed Goldie, though. Jack only just got here right before you did. Okay, so that corroborates Jack's story, right?
Yep.
because he only just got there.
Yeah.
I thought he said he got there after them.
Jack said he got there just before we did.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. All right.
Yeah. Okay. And then what was the other person?
Herbert.
Herbert.
What do you know
All right.
anything about him?
What do you know about Herbert? Of all people at the Blind Hog, I deal with him the most. Herbert's a quiet man, which is odd for a bartender. Huh. I think he's always trying to process what he needs to be done next in his head. You know, Herbert got into a little trouble a few days ago, though. He likes to gamble occasionally. From what I saw, it looks like he owes Goldie some money, enough money to kill him over. I don't know, but it was enough that I could tell that he was worried. He won't gamble again, though. I promise you that. All right, we got one more question. You can either ask why is he innocent, or what about the murder, unless we want to ask about someone else.
He won't know very much about other people, though.
Well, those are the options. Murder or innocent?
Murder. Because have we proved that he's innocent?
I think we're pretty
No, we
sure.
haven't proved that Raymond's innocent.
We haven't.
No, we proved that Jack had just arrived and Josephine was at the door.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Which
he's
we already
still-
knew Josephine didn't do it, and now we know Jack didn't.
So if we ask him to prove his own innocence, that doesn't.
But
Necessarily.
he could give us some information we can disprove.
That's
Yeah.
true.
Or collaborate.
Yeah.
So, why are you innocent?
Why are you innocent? All right. Why are you innocent? Why would I do do a stupid thing like killing the man who pays me? Listen, Goldie may be mad at me. He may want want my head. But as long as he pays me, it doesn't matter what he thinks about me. I was sitting here in my car at the time of the murder. Ask anyone, and they will tell you. I listened to all the bootleggers' games. Are you a baseball fan? Best team in the league, I would say. It's a tight game, and I wouldn't miss a minute of it. You should be happy that I am even talking to you. Okay. So that corroborates what the other person thought, which is that he was listening to the game. Alright, and listen to this.
You've interviewed 3 of the 6 suspects, but the other 3 must be inside the speakeasy. You see a plain door, which must be the entrance to the Blind Hog. But when you knock, no one answers. There must be some special way to knock to gain entrance. What is it?
6 numbers.
6 numbers.
6 numbers.
There's 6 items hanging up on the laundry in the alleyway, and it goes along with
The
it's
9 items
The-
here,
Yeah.
and then we got numbers on the door itself.
Okay.
so
First
dress
is
with buttons.
7.
No,
Oh.
because the numbers
Wait.
are in a different order.
Okay.
So it's position.
Let me. Okay, so 4.
Shirt, short sleeves,
3.
pants,
Long pants.
long
5.
pants. Shirt, no sleeves,
2.
long sleeve dress. What is that?
Dress without button.
Yeah, dress without buttons. I guess that's a really long
8.
sleeves. And shorts.
1.
Alright, so number. One second. So numbers would be what?
4, 3,
3,
5,
5,
2,
2,
8,
8,
1.
1. The door to the blind hog.
You take a deep breath. You use the receipt in the laundry to knock a specific way on the door. After a moment, you hear some shuffling and the door opens a crack. With a grin, you try to push the door, but it remains firm with the chain. A female voice asks you for a password. A password? The door knock wasn't enough? You call out just as much to her, and you hear an audible sigh. Apparently, you aren't the only ones to not know about this extra step. The woman slips a piece of paper out the door, however. It appears that Goldie was very paranoid about being caught.
Alright, and the note that you're a slip. Patrons of the Blind Hog, due to increased attention from the police, I'm enforcing an additional layer of security to our entrance with the addition of a password. We can't be too careful, and we can't just coast on by. If you hear anyone trying to squeal our entrance to the law, let me know, Goldie.
So
Coast
the
is bold and underlined.
The coaster has a picture of the blind hog with an X on one eye and 3 slashes over the other eye
And a fingerprint.
and a fingerprint.
Well, we need a 7-letter word.
Hogwash.
Hog is marked on the alley with an X, and the wash on the laundry service wall has 3 slashes. So the password is hogwash.
The Blind Hog.
The door swings open. The blind hog is far bigger than you expected it to be. A large bar is against the wall filled with alcohol and glasses. A dance floor is on the other side with dozens of small tables in between, candles flickering and ready for the night's opening. You search around for the body of Goldie Nichols, but it's nowhere to be seen. He had to have been murdered somewhere in here. You leave the first 3 suspects inside with you so that everyone can be in one space. Mildred looks like she would rather be anywhere else in the world than in here, and she stands awkwardly in the corner, glaring at the other suspects. 3 more people are inside. A bartender cleans glasses across the room. A well-dressed man is nursing a cocktail at the bar next to him. And a flapper girl stands next to the door to greet you. Those must be the final 3 suspects. You turn to the flapper girl, ready to start the interrogation, but she smiles and shakes her head. You look in terror as she leads you to the dance floor. It looks like you will be dancing the Charleston. Go ahead and open the box now so you can see the pictures inside. Keep the menu under the box for a while longer. Also, go ahead and open the door envelope and pull out what's inside. Arrange the cards so the suspect number 5 card, J, L, and Y sides show. Put the 4 of spades card with the other props. Finally, turn the Q paper over to side R and the H card over to the suspect number 1 side.
All right. Inside the door envelope, we have pictures, 4 pictures. There's the 4 of clubs. I'm going to put the 4 of clubs and the queen of, or spades. 4 of spades, queen of spades over on the card table. We have a seventh suspect. All of a sudden.
Clarence?
What side did he say to put things on?
So it is open the door envelope and put out what's inside. Arrange the cards to the suspect number 5 card.
Suspect number 5.
J, L, and Y sideshow.
J, L, and Y. Okay.
Put the 4 of spades card.
We already
here.
put these.
Turn the Q paper over to side R and the H card over to suspect 1.
And we've already seen the back of that one, right?
Yes. Both of these we've seen the back sides. So if we want to put those up there.
Alright.
This is
Alright. Okay.
someone have papers. Oh.
Okay, we're just trying to move the box to some other corner. And the menu. Because I just realized we have another video.
If you want to interview me, you'll need to dance the Charleston out here in front of everyone. It's easy. Start with your feet in the 5 and 6 position. We don't count these numbers in the dance. Just a place to start, hon. Swing your left foot horizontally to the left, then kick your right foot out and back. Don't forget to swing your arms. That's it. Then it's time for the left foot to swing front and back. Keep going and get in the groove. Time to dance the night away. 5, 6, 7, 8. No, did
There are numbers on the feet there, but are there 5 and 6 in there?
5 and 6 are here.
So then you step from 5 and 6 to 3.
3 and 4.
Well, you kick the 1 and then come back to 4, and then kick the 3 to 2 and come back.
And 7 and 8.
It's interesting.
And then
Okay.
there's
But you
these
have
marks
you
on.
don't need the video again?
I don't think so.
Cool.
Well, the evidence Ben was saying.
There
we
are
got the
marks
on the shoes.
Okay. So dance to Charleston. Need a 7-digit number.
That'd be from those steps.
Okay, so
Starting with 5 and 6. And then 3, 1, 4, 2,
7.
7.
And there's an 8.
Interesting.
Okay, but 2 doesn't have a.
what's that?
Two
Oh,
and
that's
7.
those are rights and lefts, huh?
Yeah.
Do the blacks have?
None of the
shoe
blacks
marks?
have any marks.
Okay.
1, 4,
Those-
and 8 have
The right feet, and these are the shoes
right.
For the right feet.
go on the right foot.
Okay.
So
do
what
we
do
have-
we need?
A 7-digit
Seven-digit
number.
number.
Okay.
Do we have 7 digits?
We do.
Let's see if they work.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. So numbers are
The dance numbers are 5,
5,
6,
6,
3,
3,
1,
1,
4,
4,
2,
2,
7.
7.
So unless I'm expecting a call, everybody would
Let me try it one more time. 5,
5, 6,
6,
3,
3,
1,
1,
4,
4,
2,
2,
7.
7. No.
Paul, I think you missed the fact that you're not standing with your foot over here and your other foot over here. 5, 6, 3, 4, and then you shake your feet.
So, where do we want to start?
So start with 5, 6. 5, 6, 3 works.
5, 6, 3,
4,
4,
and then you go to the 1
1,
and the
4,
4.
and 2. Because those were her instructions.
okay.
She never put the feet back.
Okay. There you go.
All right.
Okay. What are the numbers?
5,
5,
6,
6,
3,
3,
4,
4.
1,
Sorry. That's 4 numbers, right? So far?
Yes.
Okay. 1,
1, 4,
4,
2.
2. No, that is not.
I think we didn't watch the video again.
Okay. Let's go back.
No. We need to look in there.
One time I had my sister's olive order on the.
If you want to interview me, you'll need to dance the Charleston out here in front of everyone. It's easy. Start with your feet in the 5 and 6 position. We don't count these numbers in the dance. Just a place to start, hon. Swing your left foot horizontally to the left. Then kick your right foot out and back. Don't forget to swing your arms. That's it. Then it's time for the left foot to swing front and back.
7.
Keep going and get in the groove.
Not back.
Time to dance the
Back
night
to its
away.
location.
5,
No, it went all the way back.
7,
It went all the way back.
8.
5, 6, 7,
Play it
8.
one more time, because I didn't see it
I
go
did
to
too.
the
Look
back.
at it.
I
You
heard
have to look
six,
at it. When she
5,
says swing
6,
back,
7, 8.
Position. We don't count these numbers in the dance. Just a place to start, hon.
You
Swing
don't
your
count
left foot
those.
horizontally to the left. Then kick your right foot out and back. Don't forget to swing.
So she stepped back there first, and then
Yeah.
in.
so she said we don't count these numbers in the dance. The
We
fir-
don't
5,
have
6.
these numbers. Yeah, so the 5 and 6 need to come out, and we start with the 3.
That would be why we're.
Okay,
Started a little back first.
yeah, a little bit further
Or
back.
actually-
right there. Yeah.
We could just
Oh yeah, that's 3. And then kick
Well,
forward,
1,
and then
Back.
all the way back.
8,
8,
then together.
4,
4.
Then
next. Then 2,
forward,
2,
back,
7,
7,
and together.
3.
3. All right. This is an entirely different set of numbers.
Hopefully these work a little better. Give me a
I
moment.
want a yard. A yard, that's what you're after, a yard.
Sorry, I don't get to watch these videos. The screen's pointing away from me.
And have a really good.
All right, 7-digit number. All right,
3,
3,
1,
1,
8,
8,
4,
4,
2,
2,
7,
7.
3.
How would dogs,
Favorite.
Josephine Porter.
how would dogs wear pants?
It's not.
You finished the dance.
What for?
You're surprised at how quickly your feet were able to fly. Josephine nods at you approvingly. She admits that she expected that you were here to interview the witnesses, and she leads you over to a curtained-off area, the Speakeasy. She pulls back the curtains to reveal some card tables and gambling devices, but they aren't what grabs your attention. Arthur Goldie Nichols lies dead on the floor. Josephine doesn't seem that bothered, which is odd. Go ahead and turn over paper B to side X. Place this paper into the box and on top of the dance floor, so that the back of the box arrow points to the back of the box with the shelves.
Okay.
It might just
On
be
another
the
video.
chaps
Okay.
in front.
This is Miss Josephine Porter, the life of the party here at the Blind Hog. She leads the dances each and every night and is always there to wish you luck when you try your hand at blackjack. Rumors say that she was romantically involved with Mr. Nichols, if you catch my drift. Yet she doesn't seem very sad that he's
Here,
gone.
someone else can
Capiche?
train it. No.
Okay. We already knew that information.
Yeah,
Kind of funny because some of these videos are actually really important and some of them are not. It's like information. All right.
Okay, Joel, we're going to pause the game for a moment.
Okay. So it was bedtime for some of my nieces and nephews. They had to depart for a little bit. Well, for a little bit. We had to take a break for a little bit to let them depart. They're going to bed, and it's just going to be siblings from here on out. So just to let you know what's going on, why you didn't hear some voices and they just kind of disappeared. Okay. So we are
interviewing Josephine.
Yes.
Because we can argue about it.
Who are you? What do you know about the murder? Why are you innocent? What do you know about Jack, Mildred, Raymond, Boyd, or Herbert?
And we decided Jack is out. We don't need to talk to him anymore or about him anymore.
We probably don't.
Because he was already corroborated as being.
Yeah, Jack is clear. Raymond's not.
But
Josephine is
Josephine
clear.
can give us information about Mildred.
Mhm.
Let's ask about Mildred.
All right. What do you know about Mildred?
That woman has a lot of nerve. Do you know that? We were friends as children, you know. But then she joined the suffrage movement and got all righteous. Stands outside of the Hog all day, telling people not to go in. She called the coppers on us, too. I know she did. Goldie told me that she had the police send in an undercover agent to shut him down. But Goldie took care of him, whatever that means. I do know Goldie wasn't too keen on her, I'll tell you that.
Okay, took care of him, I guess, meaning that got him hooked on alcohol and made him a drunk.
Yeah.
Because that's the only thing I could think of to
Demon juice.
demon juice.
Mm-hmm.
That vile
But that didn't really
substance.
give us any more information about Mildred.
Except for the does it?
Because we already knew she was outside of.
Well, yeah, I guess. Yeah.
I guess that does mean that the people in the bar knew it was Mildred who called the police, sent in the undercover agent.
Well, now we know for sure Goldie knew that Lloyd was an undercover agent.
Seems like everybody knew.
Yeah. which
Not a
means-
very good undercover agent.
Well, I'm guessing that once you start drinking heavily, the undercover part starts to slip away slowly. Okay. So murder, innocent, Jack, Raymond, Lloyd, Herbert.
We don't know anything about Herbert.
What do we know about Herbert?
Herbert's the quiet bartender. He had trouble with gambling and owes Goldie way over
Herbert.
his head.
Well, but this is coming from Josephine, right? She's not that close to Herbert.
Yeah.
What do you know?
That's true.
Let's ask what she knows about the murder.
Murder. Okay. What do you know about the murder?
I heard the murder first. 3 shots. One came first, the other 2 a few seconds later. I rushed over to the curtained area where the gambling is, and I found him dead. Well, Herbert and Lloyd were already there by the time I got around all those tables to get in. Goldie was already dead, but he was reaching for something. His own gun, I think. If that curtain hadn't been there, I would have seen the whole thing.
Huh. That almost told us more about the other people than asking about the other people.
So, from the door, she could see the curtain.
Mm-hmm.
What this does tell us, though, is that Goldie hadn't drawn his gun. So the 3 shots weren't from him.
Mm-hmm.
You know that for
He was
certain.
reaching for his weapon.
Yeah. So
he never shot.
No. See, before you weren't sure. This says once he was dead, he was still in the spot of reaching.
Okay, then why is
The
it
gun's
on
out.
the ground? Was it planted?
Don't know.
Well, okay. All right. So, why you're innocent, Jack?
Can we
Raymond,
ask
Lloyd,
her who she is? Because we have 2 people who say she was dating Goldie, and one person who said that he was dating Josephine now. Jack said he was dating Josephine.
Okay.
But Josephine hasn't corroborated that.
We could ask why you're innocent.
I thought we had somebody
Or what
else
do you know about Jack?
say that she was in a relationship with somebody else.
It was
Yeah.
Mildred said that she was no longer dating Gold.
I thought there was one that said that she was dating somebody else other than Jack's story.
We haven't heard anybody but Jack say it was Jack that she's dating now.
We could have asked, what do you know about Jack?
Or we could ask why you're innocent, which might tell us that too. Or if you want, we can cheat a little bit and I can look at one of them and see if it's...
Let's ask, why are you innocent?
Yeah.
Okay. Why are you innocent?
Kill Goldie? Listen, hon. I don't need to kill someone to cause them harm. There are worse ways to stick it to someone. Break their heart, close their business down, crush everything they have ever loved. You don't need a gun to do that.
Wow.
At the time of the murder, I was at the front door to the Speakeasy. Ask anyone. As you can see, he was killed behind the curtain in the gambling section. She outlined awfully specific methods that seem to have taken place.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like she said, she doesn't need a gun.
Right.
So
She didn't shoot him.
She did not shoot him.
Which might have done some other stuff.
yeah.
Okay.
So
Smile producing.
Okay.
Vomit inducing.
Having finished the interview, you turn your attention on the other two suspects, Herbert and Lloyd. Surely you can find a way to earn the trust of one of them. You go to the bartender, but he seems too preoccupied to talk. But Lloyd grins, holding his glass into the air. He explains that you need to be legal to talk to him. What does he mean by that?
To be legal, what do you need? We need to sort the bottles.
okay.
Well, I'm just giving the
N.
the far ends because I see two girls on.
I.
Very well.
Wait, what do you?
It,
Yes.
widows
What do you
weep.
go say?
Range least to greatest.
Oh, least to greatest.
Yeah.
And then
And 100 proof is 50% alcohol by volume. So widow's weep is 100. You want to find the least alcohol content, which 5% ABV is 10 proof.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've got 5%.
And the letter is
P.
okay,
15 proof.
which is
R.
another 5%.
R.
Yeah. 20.
There's a
No, that's
15%.
Yeah, 15%.
One kind,
S.
S.
the innocent kind of display. To little
Um,
children giving a hug or someone got a-
There's
5%,
They're kind of
15
around it.
proof,
Somewhere else or not at all.
which is
Okay,
30%.
25 would be 25 proof would be first before 15%. Right?
It does if you're talking about little kids and they're giving each other hugs. It's probably just like affection.
Because
All right,
proof
we're
is
running into problems already.
okay.
So let's
hold on.
let's try converting
the ABF.
the ABV into proof.
Okay.
Just double it.
So I is 50.
Well, you're talking about making that one. Talking about
O.
Hold on. Let's
So
just
if it's a
get them all in a row.
Oh, okay.
P is 55.
Yes.
I is
50.
50.
I is 65.
65.
C is 35.
35.
O is 70.
Okay.
R is 15. N is 80.
S.
Is that an S? Okay. S is 30. R is 40. P is 10. E is 25. T is 60.
Okay. Right?
Right,
So, so P is 10.
Hi.
R is 15.
I don't know. I heard my name.
E
Would I like to
is
come kiss my wife? I
25.
like kissing my wife. Is it needed for the game?
S is
Chris
30.
tried to get me in trouble.
You know, we got married. I didn't want to kiss Gabby.
C is 35.
That's true. Not sure how kissing your wife is going to get you in
R
trouble.
is 40.
But
I think saying that I don't want to is going to get me.
Yeah.
I is 50.
Oh yeah, it's fun to embarrass your children.
That's a good.
P is 55. T is
So you can see.
ION.
least to greatest.
Prescription.
Prescription.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, that was an old bootlegger trick, you get a prescription. There are a lot of pharmacists who would write prescriptions.
Oh.
And then you could get
Cough syrup.
exactly.
Okay, so P R
E
E
S C
C
R
R
I
I
P
P
T
T
I
I
O
O
N.
N. Yes, that is right. Okay, listen up.
You tell him you have a prescription. He holds a doctor's note high in the air and gives you a grin as he downs a drink. He explains that if you have a prescription for alcohol, it was still legal to drink. You eye the man over. He appears to be holding his leg at an odd angle, but besides that, he doesn't seem unhealthy. Now that he has some liquid courage in him, however, he seems ready for his interview. Go ahead and turn over card L so the suspect number 4 is showing. Also, pull out the cocktail menu from below the box.
There's the tags for the next to the people.
What their drinks are.
Yeah, cocktail and specialties menu.
There's a drink order that we have here.
Yeah, we'll need to use them in conjunction.
Yeah.
Okay, video time. The first one I get to watch.
The man before you is Lloyd Caffey. He appears to be a regular of the Blind Hog, coming nightly to sample what the place has.
Hold on.
You get to watch it, huh?
He appears to be a regular of the Blind Hog, coming nightly to sample what the place has.
Having issues.
See, the problem is you're watching.
And I'm making cards.
Okay, load slowly. Lloyd slowly. Come on.
Or if you're going in there like, how about the one $5 card? And I think you're over to the platform. Because we're not talking about the cost anymore, we're just talking about.
Trick it.
Because I know some people look on the back of the card.
Maybe.
Okay.
No.
Should we pause for technical difficulties here?
Yeah, pause the timer. I'm not going to pause the recording because that's half the fun. No, this is just where we make all the jokes.
This is our natural response.
Okay.
Humor is my defense
Okay.
mechanism.
What happened to the...
What is happening?
Did we just lose internet access?
You still the way.
Yay.
It's still there. Just didn't count. Can you grab the hotspot? It should be plugged in still.
Yeah.
And take the $3,000, $5,000, $10,000 bit. Whatever that
All right.
might be.
The drink card there.
Yeah. Gonna go ahead and read it. Drink orders. Serve one drink to each of the customers in the following order. The person who just quit the job here to work for a competing speakeasy.
That's Jack.
The person who has been stealing profits and supplies from Goldie for months.
That's Raymond.
The person who just got out of a relationship.
That's Josephine.
The person who is secretly an undercover prohibition agent.
That's
Secretly?
How secretly is that really?
I'm not sure if it's really secretly anymore.
Are you sure? Is it a different person?
You know, he's about as secret as someone walking in with a billboard on their chest, just like sandwich board. I'm undercover. Don't
And,
bother me while I drink.
and the person who reported the blind hog to the police to shut it down.
That's Mildred.
Be sure to give each the correct drink. If you aren't sure who did what, interview some people. Josephine prefers drinks with a splash of fruit. Red tag. Lloyd gets one of the most expensive drinks on the menu. Mildred will not drink alcohol of any type.
Lloyd is the most expensive?
Yes.
Who did you say?
Mildred will not drink any alcohol of any type. Jack and Raymond both like drinks with ice.
Got it?
So
Do you need to use your phone?
Maybe. Nope. Connected and secured perfectly.
Of course.
A little bit.
do we want to continue with the drink?
Yeah, we can do it. And then we'll
Since
continue.
started that.
Let me.
Let it load.
Yeah. All right.
So who do we need to start with?
The first person to get a drink would be Jack
Okay, Jack is the yellow sunset.
with ice.
Okay, so number 1 is Apple Delight. Sweet and refreshing, this fruity drink may be your favorite. There is booze, but not too much. 30
Doesn't sound
cents.
like it.
That sounds like Josephine.
Yeah.
Number 2, Mint Julep. A Southern classic and our specialty. Spiked, minty, and served with crushed ice to cool you down. 50 cents.
How much was the fruity delight?
35. Corpse Reviver. The highest proof of alcohol you can handle.
Let's look at just the ones
Okay.
that have that symbol.
Just that simple?
Yeah.
Okay. Mineral water. Healthy and non-alcoholic. This is just what the doctor
That's
ordered.
definitely Mildred's
That's
drink.
Definitely
Yeah.
Mildred's
Yeah.
drink. Okay,
So-
so Jack likes
the second.
ice.
Is
so
there
mint.
a code, letter, or number next to?
It's these symbols
Okay,
which match these symbols.
the number is 4.
The
Menu
no-
item number
sorry.
4.
Yes, I thought I was saying them. I think I said 1 or 2, and that was it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So Mildred is for
Who's the
Jack.
next person to get a drink?
Well, Jack is the first person. We just found Mildred's.
Okay,
And
Jack,
so Jack
2,
is number 2.
Mint Julep.
Why is he number 2?
He
It's
likes
got
ice.
ice.
Mm-hmm.
And it
So
has
does
the
Raymond.
yellow tag.
Okay. So number 2 is Raymond.
Okay, Raymond has blue with the red through it.
He also likes ice.
He also likes ice? Okay. So number 3 is the Corpse Reviver, the highest proof of alcohol you can handle, 75 cents.
I can swim, I can swim, I can swim.
Number 5 is the Miami Cocktail, fresh fruit when available from Florida, mixed together to create a tropical delight. Just enough alcohol to pack a punch, dependent upon availability. Number 8, the Moonshiner. The bartender will mix and match what booze he wants from our bar and then serve over ice.
Nice.
So
That's
number 8.
Sure.
8.
Whoops are on his back.
Okay. Josephine, number 3.
Red.
She's fruity.
Orange Blossom, number 6. Tart cocktail with orange slices, crafting a refreshing and fruity filled drink.
Okay.
Is there another option?
There's
That's not it. And no.
So that was number 6.
Number 6.
Okay. Lloyd is number 4.
blue with
Expensive.
The most expensive
that the
item,
75?
75 cents. Number
Number
3,
three.
Corpse
I don't
Reviver.
know.
Where were you baptized?
San Diego.
Is that all of our?
Yeah,
I know.
Herbert
he was
wasn't
baptized in San
listed
Diego.
in the drink order. Okay.
Someone's pool or the Claremont pool?
Okay.
It was somebody's pool, and we had Pastor. I can't think of his name.
Chuck.
Pastor Chuck baptized him.
What about you?
2015, James's house, graduation, baptism, and citation.
So whose baptism was that? Rose's?
Was what?
What baptism?
Oh,
that was Rose's.
That was Rose got baptized when she was little and she floated away.
I was 7, and it was at the
Claremont Pool,
Yeah.
same time as John and myself.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Pastor Mickey Stoney says we're going to do baptismal.
from the high dive. And I said, nope, I'm not doing that today. Please don't make me.
And I said, he's joking. And he says, I'm joking.
Yeah, but
And your friend
George Barnes.
George baptized me.
He did all 3 of
and
us.
he dumped her and her legs go up and she's floating.
I went to a baptism at school.
Okay, I guess it was just the baptism and we were going for the pool party.
Yep.
I have no idea what the context of that was, but that's okay.
All right, so we have.
Yes, we restarted. We started the timer again. Oh,
We haven't.
apparently I haven't.
Hey, that's okay. We took a very long break.
Yeah.
So.
All right, we've got numbers.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, there's sometimes.
I am pressing the start button again.
Okay.
Because, we were pausing for the
We paused for
technical
that, and then we
difficulties.
kind of got into it, and then we got to interpret that. So it kind of balanced out.
Okay.
All right, ready?
Yep.
The man before you is Lloyd Caffey. He appears to be a regular of the Blind Hog, coming nightly to sample what the place has to offer. Rumor tells, however, that there is more to meet the eye when it comes to him, and that his day job might surprise you.
Day job might
Oh,
surprise
man.
people.
Okay, we already know what that is.
The worst kept secret.
The worst kept secret. It's not even close to a secret.
Yeah.
Ask about Herbert.
I feel like that's the equivalent of like the Lego Batman in his secret identity. I'm Bruce Wayne. It's like, wait, I just met you. All right, so Herbert.
Yeah.
Yep.
So that I
All right, Paul.
The only person I can even tolerate here is Herbert. He can pour a good drink, and the man is a psychic, I promise you. He knows exactly what I want to drink before I even do. Wish he could have been more of a psychic at the gambling table, though. I don't know how much he lost, but he lost a lot. Goldie was going to collect it from him. Of course, Goldie's dead, so I don't think he would collect now. Good break for Herbert, huh?
Okay. All right.
We already know Mildred.
Check
is good.
Mildred.
We know she's good. Right?
Yeah, Mildred has been witnessed outside.
Yeah.
Like there are witnesses to corroborate that she is outside.
She constantly is outside, but
that's
nobody has said that she was outside when the murder happened.
That's true.
True.
Not that she would willingly go in.
I feel like she would not go in.
Yeah.
But, I mean,
But Josephine says she used to be wild
Bless you.
until she got involved in the new religious movement.
Sure.
Ask about Mildred.
Okay. What about Mildred? What do you know about Mildred?
She's not very popular around here, and for good reason. She wants to shut this place down. One of those anti-alcohol ladies. I have it on good authority that she called the police station and told them exactly where the entrance to the Blind Hog was, hoping it would be shut down. It hasn't yet, but she is so impatient. She keeps trying. I'm surprised she wasn't targeted by Goldie, to be honest. She didn't kill him, though. Until you brought her in, she has never actually been in the Blind Hog. So she certainly wasn't here when he was murdered.
bless you.
Okay.
All right, that is a definite clearing of her name.
Okay, so she's no longer.
Okay. We got one more question.
I think, what do you know?
He was one of the two that beat Josephine in. So
What do
what
you
do
know
you know
about
about the
this?
murder would
Yeah.
be a good question.
What about Lloyd? Have we cleared Lloyd?
This
No.
is Lloyd, right?
Oh,
Yes.
sorry.
Lloyd.
We have not cleared Herbert.
Okay, never mind. Okay, so
Let's
murder
ask- yeah,
or
murder.
innocent?
What do you know about the murder?
Yeah.
Okay, dokie.
Because he actually made it in before
Yeah.
Josephine.
Okay.
I was in the Blind Hog at the time of the attack. The murder took place in the gambling room, behind the curtain. I was headed down the hallway when I heard the shots. I rushed to the room as quickly as I could, bum leg, you know, and I saw him there, dead on his back. But here's the thing. Only seconds after I got here, both Herbert and Josephine arrived. Those two were close enough at the time of the murder that they could easily have shot him and doubled back. I did not see anyone else at the scene of the crime. So he arrived before Herbert, but Josephine says when she arrived, Herbert and Lloyd were in there. So we're kind of leaning heavily on Herbert, who
Herbert.
has a huge motive
Yeah.
Yeah.
and mysteriously wasn't there first, but was
But
already on the scene.
Yeah, he was there, but he didn't.
He was the
It
second.
sounds like Lloyd was first,
Mhm.
and then Herbert,
Mhm.
and then Josephine.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Just make sure I got my stuff straight.
Yep.
Okay.
You eye that drink menu and glance over at the last suspect, the bartender, Herbert. He seems so busy. Perhaps you could help him get the drinks for everyone. That might loosen his tongue. If you're stuck on this one and you feel like you need more information about a suspect, you can ask Lloyd some additional questions about people. But asking each additional question will cost 3 minutes from the clock, so be careful.
That's the first time we've been told
That we
can
could ask more.
questions.
Yeah.
So, do we want to take this?
Have we cleared Lloyd as a suspect though?
We've not cleared Lloyd.
No.
We've not cleared Raymond, and we've definitely not cleared Herbert.
Yeah. So it's those three at the moment.
So we could ask about why he's innocent.
I
Or we
mean,
could.
I don't think.
I don't think
we
that he
need
did
additional
it.
information yet.
Yeah.
I mean,
Not
It's
how
just
much
odd
is
that they asked me. They put it here right now.
Yeah.
And so I'm just.
Before we hang out with Herbert and chat him up.
I wouldn't mind asking him why are you innocent? Because he was the first on the scene.
What?
Sorry, I was just looking at the guns that we have on the table.
Right.
Number 2, which
Number
is
2.
Goldie's gun, was missing 1 bullet. The Tommy gun was missing 6 bullets. The other pistol and the rifle, or shotgun, I'm not sure which, shotgun, are each missing 2 bullets.
And we only heard a total of
There were
3
3
shots.
shots.
Yeah.
Now, the driver had a handgun number 3, and the Tommy gun. But the bartender normally carries a what behind
Shotgun.
the bar? A shotgun.
Mm-hmm.
The bartender is the one who owes a bunch of money to Goldie.
Mm-hmm.
And the bartender is the one who has the most suspicion pointed at him right now.
Yeah.
It may be a red herring, but there's
Yeah.
a lot of evidence that can point in that direction right now.
Okay.
I don't think we need to ask him any more questions. We can
Okay.
move on to Herbert. Gain Herbert's trust, need a 5-digit number.
Do we finish with the drinks?
Yes.
now we got us a 5-digit number.
Okay. So. 5-digit number.
2,
2,
8,
8,
6,
6,
3,
3,
4.
4.
And that answers my question about why we didn't get the 5th one. That's the bartender.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Or the 6th one.
Okay. Listen up.
You pass out drinks to everyone. Some take some long swigs, but Mildred only sips at her water, quite suspicious of what could be inside.
Oh my gosh.
The bartender sighs, grabs another glass to clean, and finally meets you in the eye. This is your chance to interview the last one. Go ahead and turn over card J so the suspect number 6 is showing.
Meets you in the eye. Meets your eye or looks
Yeah,
you in the eye.
I
Meets you in the eye.
Hey Rose, I'm gonna meet you in the eye tomorrow.
Dear.
All right.
I know.
Herbert Schroeder is the local bartender. He sees and knows all that goes on around the blind hog. Not a person enters or leaves without him watching. So it makes sense that he would know exactly who killed Goldie. So why is he so silent?
That was very
Okay.
informative.
Yeah, why is he so silent?
I don't know. Okay. You can only choose 3 questions. All right.
Herbert's connected to Raymond and Lloyd, so if he can clear them, we might have.
Start with Raymond.
Raymond? 3.
Raymond is the best. Smuggles all sorts of alcohol in here. If I see we are running short, I just let him know and he will find it. Any type of booze. Good old Raymond can get it. Now, I have noticed he is keeping a few bottles for himself here and there. It doesn't bother me because he always looks at what I've in stock first. Very considerate he is. The thing is, I don't know if Goldie ever realized his loss, I guess.
Lloyd?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know what the deal is with Lloyd. He has sat here at my bar for a while now, and he drinks everything in sight. I try to start a tab, and he just tells me that Goldie will take care of it. At first, I thought he was pulling my leg, but he was right. Goldie has been paying his tab nightly, and it is a costly tab. He always goes for the good stuff, too. Also, I think he's a pathological liar. The guy skips in here when we open, but now he's claiming he has a bum leg. Bum leg? That can't be right. Just this afternoon, I saw him race in the door. What gives?
The gun.
Does he have the shotgun down his pant leg?
I mean, none of the other guns are gonna.
Lloyd, right?
Lloyd. So we got Lloyd and Herbert. Kind of suspicious.
We still haven't cleared Raymond.
Yeah, the limp was noticeable in a couple of things, so I was like, okay.
Yeah, he definitely didn't have the Tommy gun hidden
At
down
first,
there.
I was thinking maybe he got shot.
Yeah, same.
But now it might be he's covering something.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Because we don't have the other gun, as far as I know. But he didn't clear Raymond.
Yeah, so we still have those three
Or
suspects.
Lloyd. I'm going to make the note that
Okay. Do you want to ask about the murder?
new
Or why is he innocent?
limp. Let's ask about the murder. 'Cause
Yeah.
if he can tell us that he came in second,
Then
maybe he'll shed some light, but he'll clear everybody's story between
Except
him,
for Lloyd.
Lloyd, Herbert, and Josephine. We'll
Yeah.
know they all told the truth about the order they came in.
Yeah.
Okay. So, what do you know about the murder?
Yep. I heard the shots and I got to the curtained off area where the gambling is, right after Lloyd and right before Josephine.
Okay.
I heard 3 shots, but what I remember most is what I heard Goldie yell beforehand. He called out, "Money now? You're bleeding me dry as is. I'm not paying you money to hush up." There was a long break like someone's talking to him real quiet like. Then he called out, "That wasn't our deal. You can't take me without a fight." Then the shots went out.
So he heard more.
he heard more of the conversation than was reported.
He heard more of the conversation than anybody else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And money.
Lloyd
that
was
sounded like he was
there
talking to
already.
Sounds
Lloyd
like-
has been getting drinks for
Yeah.
free. Now he's asking for money.
And Lloyd is the one who has the power to shut down the
Yeah.
establishment.
So Lloyd pointed us at Herbert, but Herbert is pointing us at Lloyd.
Yeah.
My water is gluten free.
Okay.
I'm leaning towards Lloyd, considering the limp thing.
It's even vegan.
Okay.
Okay, at some point, the dance steps and those shoes are going to come into play.
Yeah.
Yep.
And we've got all those numbers on the cards that are
Oh,
on this
A
guy.
fun puzzle.
All right.
When you finish the interview, you have a choice. You can either examine one final clue at the crime scene, which might give you a big head start figuring out who done it, or you can jump right to the accusation phase now. It's up to you.
What?
Hey, excuse me?
Okay, maybe we might have wanted to use some of those questions before.
Let's
examine one final
clue.
We have so many
We
clues
haven't
that we
even-
haven't.
Isn't that an envelope?
That's an envelope. Here's the card table
Yeah.
that we've not done anything with.
This has a knife and poison and brass knuckles
Yeah.
and a baseball bat we haven't heard anything about. There's all these shoes and the dance floor.
So let's
There's
get that
a note from the crime scene
Oh, yeah, maybe we should take a look at
that
that.
we haven't talked about yet. It says, "Meet me in the gambling room," or
OXOUUBFF.
"I will something you."
Best food that has nothing to do
Could
with
be
Double
cool.
E or double O?
Okay, so we don't even care that they're French. Okay. They're not French.
Sorry, the others are intuitive. "I will."
BFFZ PG.
Can I borrow the notebook?
Yeah.
I want to write down the code text and ciphertext and
Meet me in the gambling room, or
we got O X
OUU
U
BFFZPGHIL.
will you.
And the middle word has no shared letters.
Yeah. All right.
If it's something for cost, though, it's real gambling. There is a cost, there is a price.
Yeah.
Even if it's not money.
Not a gambler.
I'm trying to think of like a.
You're competitive.
I found out that I'm not a gambler when
It's
it comes to something of value. Game that people play for money.
What?
Loco.
Funko?
Yep. Rolling the dice.
Yeah.
So they put like money in a pot when they start, and then the person who wins the most gets a portion, and the person who loses a portion.
That's one way to play it, yeah, on that. But if you see that as, if you have a.
How's the
limited-
cryptography
put
going?
This much in, then you can
Our
call it
son's voice
entertainment.
travels.
Well, he's working on the cryptography. You guys want to look at the suspects and the numbers and see if anything makes sense, or letters, numbers?
6,
Numbers.
7, 3,
And there's not
And blank.
But it's limited.
Well, there's a lot of
2,
oddness too,
4,
because they're not necessarily in the same spots on each card.
0, 3, 4, 8.
Limited. And limited loss, I mean, you don't keep feeding it.
8, 3, 7.
Poker, you can bet the house. Yeah. Most
1,
pokers,
8,
just
4, 9.
watching
0,
movies in
7,
theater
5,
or
9.
waiting to just see them on the couch.
Wait, hold on. Okay, so
Do you want to put
Suspect
these
one.
in order?
yeah,
Certain movies
really
you guys
quick.
see, but in the theater, I'm like, but I can just wait and see it at home.
Well, they did say we might have to cut things or something. So,
Well, so
I mean, I don't want to resort to that for no reason, for no reasonable
So
purpose.
Jack Bellinger, sorry, who did he accuse? I don't know. I'm thinking, did he point us towards Mildred Strong or to Lloyd?
I'll
And
wait.
then
I'll wait.
Mildred.
But there's no 8.
Mm,
There's no 9. And
there's
0.
no zero. Okay, never mind. Let's see. Is there another 0?
There's a 0 here. There's a 0 here.
Okay.
Well, there's a couple of Disney movies that are coming out. And, oh, I can't wait to see it.
Okay.
And then they're not coming.
And then
This 3 is slightly higher than that 7.
there's a 7 there.
Both of these have 7s in this corner.
Yeah, Disenchanted
Okay.
isn't going to theaters, and
I definitely feel like we're missing something.
Mm-hmm.
That's weird.
I mean, I
It's a weird cipher, right?
Because
like
O is I and I is O, U is L and L is U.
that I'll just wait the 3 months until they.
But there's
the-
no
H is Y.
H is Y.
Is YH.
There's no H in the cipher.
Mm.
But if Y was H, it doesn't put this in any sequence.
Okay.
Because we got Y and O right next to each other, and then it would be W and H right next to each other.
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
all to help.
The more useful ones, but I
Ta-da. Now only the numbers are
Oh, gosh, I was like, what?
All red.
All right.
I will what you.
Well, it's obviously a threat
Yeah.
of some kind.
And there's a double letter.
Yeah.
It's not kill.
No.
No, because it's a single letter and a double letter together, then 3 more letters.
Okay, let's see.
Well,
Need one more. There we go. Okay.
Is there a word for shut down, close, cite, fine?
Crack nuts.
But yeah, less than
I don't know.
I'm running through.
my dad.
I'm gonna take that one last.
Let's see what the final clue is, because we have
Example the final clue.
Password is clue.
Ooh. Clever.
We figured it out.
You examine the crime scene one more time.
Oh, and we got a cipher.
You examine the crime scene one more time. You can't believe you didn't notice it before, but there's a piece of paper instead of Goldie's jacket pocket. It looks like a cipher of some type. That could be interesting. Check out the cipher below, and when you're ready, click on the Make an Accusation objective below. You can finally announce who killed Goldie.
What's the double letter?
R.
Arrest you.
Yes. Which goes with
That makes
I figured out why we haven't used everything. Part
the
2.
other
Yeah.
puzzle.
That's why.
Oh.
That's why we haven't used everything. I just remembered.
Because there's fingerprints all over the place.
Yeah.
And
This is an
shoe
envelope.
marks.
We haven't opened. We haven't touched the table.
I forgot how to spell accuse.
ACCUS.
That's why. And
That
that's
makes
when we'll,
sense.
and that's
Thank
when
you,
we'll destroy
Ben.
the box.
Thank you, Ben.
Does that cipher help?
Yes.
You head into the middle of the gambling room. You take care to gingerly step over Goldie's body. The six suspects are busy in different parts of the speakeasy. Raymond is by the radio, listening to a baseball game, oblivious to the fact that you're about to make an accusation. Mildred is also by the radio, but she's glaring over at the bar at the liquor. Lloyd is nursing his drink from earlier, starting to look a bit dazed. Herbert has moved from the bar and over to the blackjack table, where he's dealing a game. Jack and Josephine sit at the table, while your assistant, Clarence, joins them. Everyone seems to be having a good time, but someone in here is a murderer. You clear your throat from within the crime scene. Each of the suspects looks up from their activity with curiosity, while Clarence folds and trots over to you to see what you are about to announce. Now is your chance. As it shows in the box, to make an accusation, you need 3 numbers. The number of the suspect, the number of the murder weapon, followed by the number of the motive. We have several motives listed below. Only the correct combination of all 3 will unlock the ending. If you try 3 numbers and you're incorrect, one of your parts must be wrong. We have hints for all 3 parts below if you're stuck. The sides of the papers and cards should be as follows.
Well, that's because it's the hardest.
Motive 1 through 9.
Oh my goodness.
But still
Okay.
no 0.
Motive number 7. Argument with Goldie. Suspect was trying to blackmail Goldie for free drinks and money in exchange for silence to the police about what was going on there.
Yeah.
The weapon is number 1, missing 2 bullets. And suspect number 4. So the numbers are
Suspect first.
Suspect.
Okay. Give me 1 second. Oh.
Oh.
I don't know what's loaded in there, but okay.
4,
It's kind of a
4
and 1,
1
7.
Nope.
Please try again.
Oh my.
Okay.
I'll try it one more time. 4 1 7. Correct.
No, it's not.
Okay.
All right.
So what did we miss?
What were the other motives?
Go back.
Because you went with
So-
Lloyd, right?
Yeah.
So, you want to go through all the motives really quick?
Motive number 1 was money. Suspect was stealing supplies and alcohol from the Blind Hog for months and was recently caught by Goldie. This led to an argument. I'd go with Raymond.
Yeah.
Motive number 2, argument with Goldie. Goldie was attempting to blackmail the suspect and was threatening to turn them into the police for stealing from the Blind Hog. That could
sounds
apply
like the
for
same.
Raymond or Lloyd, who was drinking tons of alcohol.
Yeah.
Or the Musketeers.
Motive number 3, crime of passion. Suspect is currently dating Josephine, who was angry at Goldie for things he had said to Josephine when they had been dating.
No.
Motive number 4, matter of conviction. Suspect is anti-alcohol and speakeasies when was upset the police were not shutting down the Blind Hog, took matters into their own hands. I'd vote with Mildred, but it was not. Motive number 5, argument with Goldie. Suspect was attempting to take control of the Blind Hog and become the new boss.
Oh.
Goldie tried to stop this and it ended in a shootout.
I don't know how old they were.
Herbert?
Maybe.
Yeah.
We did not hear anything about that, though.
Yeah.
And he has no leverage because he owes Goldie big time.
Mhm.
Motive number 6, money. Suspect owed Goldie a lot of money from gambling debts. The only possible way to pay off that sum of money would be to kill Goldie and erase the debt.
That would be Herbert.
That'd fit with Herbert.
Kinda adult edgy.
Number 7, argument with Goldie. Suspect was trying to blackmail Goldie for free drinks and money in exchange for silence to the police about what was going on there.
What was that other one that
We got
also
two more.
fit?
We're almost done.
Oh, I thought 7 was. Sorry.
Motive 8, crime of passion. Suspect was upset with Goldie about the relationship recently ending and attempted to get even with him by shooting him. Motive number 9, money. Suspect wanted a new job, but Goldie would not let the suspect leave the blind hog. Instead of feeling stuck, suspect chose to murder Goldie. That'd fit with Jack.
So the only other one that I feel like might make sense is the Herbert of the money and erasing debt.
Well, there was a second one that fit with Lloyd. Kind of.
The matter of conviction.
No, that's
No.
Sorry.
It's
Argument with Goldie. Goldie was attempting to blackmail the suspect and was threatening to turn them into the police for stealing from them. No,
No, I think it was number 2.
that was number 2.
Number 7 fits with what was heard by Herbert.
So maybe it was the gun.
So
The
if
weapon.
Herbert was lying,
Yeah.
and Herbert, it's Herbert's evidence that he was
That
not
Lloyd-
limping normally,
Right.
Mhm.
which through our suspicion of the shotgun that
But
he keeps
we
being-
were told they are truthful about everyone else. They would
Yes.
only lie
Yeah.
about their
That's
involvement.
what we were told.
Yeah.
Unless they were lying about
Of
that.
course, he also said that Lloyd was a pathological liar, which would shade whatever Lloyd had said.
Which supposedly is true. Because they don't lie about
He
other people.
thinks he's a pathological liar.
Fireplaces were different back then.
Okay.
Mostly, kinda.
So are we gonna try and do Lloyd again, or Lloyd with a different gun, or Herbert?
Yeah, the only other one that would fit for Lloyd would be 437. Otherwise, we've got to go with it was Herbert.
Yeah.
So do you want to go 437?
437.
Yeah.
There's also the matter of if I buy it, my family will need it. I'm like,
437.
if I spend a little more, my family.
We got the wrong gun.
Got the wrong gun. Okay.
All right.
I thought it was a shotgun too.
All right. Stop the clock.
Oof.
A lot of times,
Gee.
though, the generic is a name brand.
What's the time?
An hour and 21 minutes.
Whoa.
That's
pretty
not
bad.
even casual.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Stop the clock. You point to Lloyd Caffey. There are some gasps from the crowd as everyone looks over at him. Without skipping a beat, Clarence explains to everyone what went on.
Thank you, Clarence.
Yeah.
Where did he come from this?
He was the one that pointed us in the
The
direction.
murderer is none other than Lloyd Caffey. He's a bull, you know, an undercover copper working to close down speakeasies like this one. Mildred, the stool pigeon, called the prohibition agents on this joint to shut it down. But Mr. Caffey, he's been getting free drinks from the boss to keep his mouth shut. Things went south between them, and he tried to send Goldie to the big house. The two started shooting at each other. Goldie got one shot out into Lloyd's leg, but Lloyd got 2 shots into Goldie.
That's it?
But everyone
They said he was reaching for his
everyone
gun.
said
Yeah.
he was reaching, and that was somebody that wasn't involved. Okay, hold on.
Yeah.
There's more.
There's a stunned silence as everyone looks from you and then over to Lloyd. This is followed by a flurry of activity. There are shouts and cries as the mob converges on Lloyd. Even more disturbingly, however, the lights in the speakeasy suddenly go out. Everything goes still until you hear another gunshot. You freeze. For the briefest of moments, you wonder if you've been hit. But the next sound you hear is the door to the speakeasy being bombarded. Light from the street floods in as countless figures stream into the blind hog. Someone tries to ring the raid alarm bell, but it's pointless. The raid has already started. It isn't long before the lights are flung back on again. Before you are at least a dozen police officers, their guns drawn and pointed at the strange gathering in the gambling room. All the suspects freeze and throw their hands in the air, except for one. On the carpet, not far from Goldie's body, lies the body of Lloyd Caffey. You don't need to check his pulse to know that he is dead. One of the policemen calls out to the crowd, asking who did this. Slowly, and all at once, every suspect in the room turns and points directly at you.
Of course.
Before you know it, every gun in the room is drawn directly at you.
Of
as you
course.
realize that you are now the lead suspect in another murder. We've reached the end of mystery number 1. The next mystery will be quite different from this one. You are the lead suspect, and the murder was carried out right under your nose.
Boy.
There's no interviewing in the second mystery. Instead, it is all investigation. It's up to you as to how you want to proceed. You can continue playing now by clicking here and entering the password of suspect, or you can pack up everything into the box for a later time. Be sure to grab the papers and envelope you set aside earlier in the game. You can simply use the welcome letter to log back into the game and pick up where you left off, like you did to start this game. Just select Mystery 2 instead of the first to jump right back into the action.
Nope, I think we're done for now.
Yep.
I am.
Well, thank you all
Okay.
for joining us on this extremely long Escape the Crate murder mystery in the past.
Part 1.
Part 1.
Got nothing left to say.
Yeah, that was kind of weird because it's just like, pull everything out. Don't use half of it.
Yeah, that was a lot different.
Why even pull it all out if we're not going to use it?
Right.
Like,
Yeah, it was kind
That
of
was
weird that we
misleading.
pulled a new playing card out.
Right.
And there was the playing table. It told us to have the table out.
Yep.
yep.
And
Nothing.
we didn't use it for the mystery.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So why was the playing card in that?
That envelope, yeah.
I mean, obviously the second part makes no sense if you haven't played the first part, but
Yeah.
Which then, why would you even give us the option to play the second part first?
In case you're coming back.
Well,
But-
but if you need the evidence from the first case to get to the second one, why give the option of playing the second one first? That's what I want to know. Because, yeah.
Well, hopefully I'll see you guys around 11 in the morning tomorrow.
We, Night Ben.
Hey.
Night, Ben.
Yeah.
Bye.
Yeah, that's just lots of almost more red herrings in this one than the last one.
Well,
Okay, no, I'm just kidding. There's way too much clues in the last one.
this one at least you could get statements. I liked how you could ask them about anybody.
Yeah,
We were very specific in asking about the people that we saw the known connections.
right,
We didn't really ask anybody about someone they weren't connected to.
right.
So we don't know what those kinds of clues would have led us to.
true.
Where would your finger just?
It'd be interesting to see if there was something that we like, some like really big something that we missed somewhere. But
The note about someone taking over.
There's 2
I
there.
just volunteered.
That's next. Just
You hear that? Okay.
No.
I guess,
Okay, cool.
that one.
yeah.
That.
70 degrees
Yeah.
and sun,
Yeah.
or 50
I mean, this one's a whole lot better than the other box.
The other Escape the Crate.
The other Escape the Crate was
I mean, these videos were cringy, but they weren't
70 in summer.
terrible. They weren't
I'd say
badly
run.
done.
run.
And
okay.
and the narrator actually, you
Had
know,
intonation.
read,
Yeah.
not just
The videos were
reading
relevant.
robotic.
A couple of them.
That's
A couple.
true.
They weren't just CGI snow.
Bad CGI snow.
Yeah. Well, that one had TVs that we had to catch something very briefly, but like, I feel like if they cut down on the YouTube videos that they implemented in this and just streamlined it to like, here, we'll have an audio that plays with, you know, sound effects and stuff like that.
And when you get to this point, play this audio. Just
Yeah,
like
because like there's a couple of spots where you needed the visuals. So like the Charleston, that was important.
that was, I think, the most.
Yeah, but there's like, and then we had like the clue of like the guns from the driver and stuff like that. So we got a couple here and there, but like I feel like if you're streamlining like when do you actually need to see stuff versus when do you not?
Yeah.
So I think that's something that they could still work on. If they keep getting better at it, they'll be doing fantastic. But
I don't feel like we were moving very slowly.
No,
We were progressing to the next thing.
like pretty fast. Like,
So if
I
I'm
feel
trying
like
to-
it's got to be the videos,
yeah,
but they weren't long
Well,
videos.
also the rate at which they read the narration versus
true.
how
well,
fast
but
we
still,
read.
like they have numbers on this. Like, I think the longest one was like 2 minutes.
Yeah, but how
but-
often were we doing that?
That's true. But I mean, the nice thing is we've recorded it. So like, if someone wants to like sit through audio and like break down like, here's what took so long, you can. You have numbers to back up where the time was spent and where it wasn't.
Yeah.
But yeah,
But yeah, with the intro, and then
yeah,
it just felt like it took forever.
yeah.
It's a story.
But we kept progressing.
Yeah, I mean,
And we got the
I
clues
don't
real
feel
fast.
like we got stuck.
No,
No, we
No,
didn't
I
get
mean,
stuck
like-
anywhere.
we
The
had one or
only-
two that we had to take like a couple swings. That's like
the swing dance or Charleston and the cipher. And
yeah,
that
and that's
was-
the cipher was only because we hadn't gone to the next thing yet.
Yeah.
But even then, we're still halfway through it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't feel like we had like downtime. Like we've definitely had times where we've like in past ones we were sitting going like, what do you tell the bouncer? What do you tell the bouncer? Oh, he can't count. That's right. He can't count past 5. It's like, okay, cool. Well, we overthought this for like 2 hours. Great.
Yeah, I don't feel like we really overthought much on this one.
No, it's pretty straightforward.
The clues were good,
Yeah.
except for the fact that we had so many extra clues for the second
Yes.
mystery.
Yeah,
that
we
were
spent-
staring us in the face.
I do feel we spend a considerable amount of time multitasking. One task on what we're doing, and one task on like the what is this for?
about?
What does the shot glass have to do with it? What's the cards like? Sitting there, I kept sitting there waiting for like more cards to enter,
Yeah.
Or for the thumbprints to become relevant.
or the bottle opener, or something.
I mean, even the entryway to there was a smashed bottle and a standing up bottle.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
what does that mean? It means
it means something because they very purposely
There's effort
put
put into
a
this.
smashed brown bottle on its side and a
And a
standing
standing
up
up
green
green
bottle
bottle.
on the other side. But we
Yeah.
didn't do anything with that.
And then all the extra pieces on that wall, as well as on the alleyway of like, oh,
Nine out of
with
10.
with this symbol it's swish, and with that symbol it's
Well, those were the
red herrings.
red herrings for the.
Oops, we missed.
Didn't miss them, just ignored them. They weren't
It
relevant.
was fun.
Yeah. I think it was more fun how they were intending it to be this time than last time. Last time it was fun how we turned it into.
We made it fun because
We made
it was
it
so
interesting. Made it interesting.
Oh, finding
Yeah.
differences.
I can't find the last one in this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
I think this was much improved over the last one.
Yeah.
Although last time they referred to previous adventures.
That's true.
And at the beginning of this, they referred to previous adventures, and one of them was familiar from the previous adventure of the other one. But I feel like they're out of order,
Well, I
or
mean,
they're designed to be.
we
it's-
could
it's-
look it up and like try and go through from quote unquote episode 1 and watch that one and cry.
Ugh. I don't think we can handle it.
My nose would see things it doesn't want to see. How do they do that over a computer? I don't know. But
Yeah, this one was fun.
I'm personally slightly disappointed because there wasn't as much laughable material as last
Yeah.
time. Last time every single video was like, okay.
It kept telling us that the outside of the box was important, but we didn't
No,
even touch
yes.
the outside.
So
of
the
box,
outside of the box was
except for that
the numbers.
accusation.
If we didn't have this, we would just be plugging random numbers in because we wouldn't know which order to put the
Yeah.
numbers in. So the last one would be like, well, it was 341. No, 143. 314. No.
Yeah.
So it was relevant, just not as relevant as just like, oh my. But I think in the second part, we're going to be taking apart the box
Slice of cheese on a triangle.
almost completely. So
Yeah.
that'll be interesting. Yeah.
All right, good game.
Gotcha.
I hope you enjoyed this episode. Like I said before, if you like this episode, please let me know. You can send all those to either Twitter at Joel Circo, Instagram at CuriousJoelCast, or email me at CuriousJoelCast@gmail.com. Thank you to Milana Dodd for the wonderful cover that she's designed for me. She's an amazing graphic design artist. You can check her out on Instagram and her website, which will both be in the description below. I've only said that a million times by now, but still get tripped up sometimes. So once again, big thank you to everyone listening out there. If you like what you hear, please share it with somebody that you think would appreciate it. Like or subscribe, and if you can also leave a rating, that'd be amazing. That'll help get my show out to more people that can also enjoy it. Thank you all so much for listening, and I will catch you all on the next episode.